Hey there! As a fellow reseller, I know it's easy to get bogged down in the details of your everyday business, of doing all the tasks and doing all the things and hustling and grinding. You're sourcing, you're listing, you're shipping, and you can forget why what you're doing matters and why it counts. So I'd like to give you 7 reasons to remind you why what you do as a reseller matters. Reason number 1, you're helping keep clothes out of landfills. There was a time when people valued clothes. They cost a lot of money, and so if you got a stain on a shirt, you would try and get the stain out of the shirt. Now that clothes cost much, much cheaper, as much as your cup of coffee in the morning really, is not worth that. And so people oftentimes throw clothes away that are perfectly good, that stains could be gotten out of, a hole could be mended, it could be worn more. In fact, did you know that the average person only wears an item of clothing 7 times before getting rid of it? That's crazy, 7 times, and it's thrown away. It's estimated that just this year, the average person in the US will throw away 81 pounds of clothes. And that equates to, in the US alone, 26 billion pounds of clothing and textiles being thrown away this year. As a reseller, you are giving these items a second chance. You're giving them a new life with a new user who will love them and enjoy them. And I'm always surprised when I visit thrift stores and garage sales, how many brand new clothes are there. Clothes that are new with the tags, have never been worn. All right, reason number 2, in addition to keeping clothes out of the landfill, you're helping the environment. Did you know that fashion industry is one of the worst polluters out there? It's estimated to account for 20% of the world's water waste and 10% of greenhouse gases. And this is due to the fact that it takes a lot of water and to grow crops that make the materials that we use to make clothes. It then takes oil, gas to transport those materials to factories where they are then turned into items like jeans and t-shirts and coats that we all wear. That production process again takes more water. It takes dye, which is a toxic chemical, and in a lot of developing countries, they don't have the same standards that we have. And a lot of times these toxic chemicals are emitted right into rivers, right into streams, right into lakes without ever being treated, and they're polluting the water there. From the factories, clothes are then transported to stores where consumers buy them. That again emits greenhouse gases. And after consumers wear them just a few times, clothing often ends up in landfills where more greenhouse gases are emitted as those clothing decays. And there's a special problem with polyester clothing. Polyester is made out of plastics, and so as the polyester fabrics degrade and decay, microplastics are then leached into our drinking water and into our soil. So by reselling and giving clothes a second chance, you are preventing this process and reducing this process of clothing production, and you are helping the environment out. Reason number 3, as a reseller, you are supporting the thrift store industry. Did you know that in the US alone, there are over 100,000 thrift store workers, and they're paid over $1 billion of wages? That's a lot of money pumped into the economy, and you are helping them out. Reason number 4, maybe you don't shop at thrift stores. Maybe you're getting your goods from garage sales or yard sales or auction sites. Maybe you're getting them from friends and family, and that's perfectly okay because only 30% of items are donated to thrift stores. The rest are thrown away. So by getting these items directly from the source, from houses, from people, you are preventing them from ending up in the landfills. You're also doing so much good by helping these people out who don't want to be bothered with having to load stuff up, having to take stuff to a thrift store, or having to figure out how to try to sell these things online. You're helping them get rid of their things quickly and turn over their items for a quick cash. Reason number 5, you're helping your buyers find affordable items. You don't know their whole story. they may really need to be saving money. I know I've been there, and being able to buy used items at a very reduced price has helped me so much. There's so many people out there who are single moms, people on one income, retired people who really need to save that extra money. And by having used items available for them to purchase on platforms like Poshmark and eBay, you're helping them out so much. And without sellers like you, they wouldn't be able to get the goods they need at the prices that they're able to pay. So you're doing so much good with your buyers, and you're giving them so much value in the items that you are putting out there. Reason number 6, you're giving your buyers a convenient way to buy items. Remember back about 10, 20 years ago, you actually had to get in your car and go to a store to find items. And it wasn't just maybe going to one store. You maybe had to go to 2 or 3 or 4 stores and shop around to find something that fit, something in your size, and something that worked for you. Now we have the convenience of being able to get those same items online. It's easy to go online to the platforms, whatever platform you're selling on, and it's easy to go in and type in the size you need, the exact item you need, and find that item. And by having your items out there, by having items posted on these platforms, you are helping people be able to get the items that they are looking for conveniently and delivered straight to them. They're not having to go to the bins, they're not having to drive around to garage sales, they're not having to go to the mall to be able to find these items. You are getting them to them right to their door. Last but not least, reason number 7, you're helping your buyers find meaningful items to them in a lot of cases. You may not always get notes from them thanking you for your time, thanking you for your effort, but every once in a while I do get messages from my buyers that are telling me, hey, I really, really, really loved this shirt and it wore out. So I went to eBay looking for the same thing, and I was able to find the exact item that I needed and able to replace my favorite shirt. Thank you so much. I've also had another buyer who was able to get a vintage little girl's dress for christening. And it's the same brand of dress that she was christened in, and that meant so much to her to be able to get that same dress. So from one reseller to another reseller, I just want to take the time to say thank you for what you do, because it does matter and it does count. I know there's a lot of effort and a lot that goes into running your reselling business, and I just want to say thank you.